I'm curious if we're going to be seeing Jsmoove bring out someone that can get a lot of value based off these platforms.
Look, I think that there is a ton of ways for us to at least set up some type of line. At least,
yeah.
Let's say you bring out something where you know you have a good matchup on the heavy. You also don't want to be in a position where you say like, oh, dude, I have a +3 matchup on whatever character, maybe Bowser or DK. Oh boy, this is not.
I couldn't remember, and I didn't want to embarrass myself, but as that soul read comes out early here, Dux, Dog, what does Donkey Kong even do right now?
Be very, very sad and pray you don't get nared.
Pray the Nair does not make an appearance. We talk about combo food. This is the combo queen.
Wait a minute, what? I also just realized something. Why were we giving DK PS2? Ding Dong is such an easy combo on this stage, and you die at like 90.
That's a great point, Dux. Ding Dong could really come in handy in this moment, and perhaps that's exactly what Boshikoopa is looking for. 77 to 65, at least keeping it close in the stocks department. This is what we want to be seeing in this kind of overperformance, but it's not about just overperforming, it's about surviving the overperformance and actually putting a win on the board. Keeping it close, never going to matter. A lead now taking almost double the percent that we're seeing from the side of Boshikoopa. These combos just fallen lackluster, not able to line them up yet. That could be a devastating blow.
Yeah, I mean, you really don't want to be in a position where you are constantly having to extend into Palutena. But as well as Palu, you don't want to be in a position where DK can get one errant hit on you and explode. But I think this is the success point for Jsmoove, is finding a way to pin Boshi in the corner, and just like this, continue to rack up damage and understand it's a game of patience. The second Boshi overextends, he can explode just like that.
I think you're so right, Dux. It is a game of patience through and through right now. Boshi has gone down full rage. Something about Iona, they just unlock their 6th chakra. When they've got that full rage online, they really begin to overperform. And right now, Jsmoove wants any kind of extra credit, but just can't find it. Immediately tied up by Boshikoopa, 2 to 2 stocks.
Yeah, and doing a good job right now, just continuing this Nair train. This is part of the fear that I have as Palu, at least against as DK on this stage, is how in the world am I getting back to the ground?
Yeah, that's such a valid point, honestly. It's like, how the heck am I supposed to turn things around for myself? How am I supposed to touch the ground if I'm taken back up 80%, now on and off the board? A very strong performance coming from Palutena right now. Explosive Flame almost seals the deal. Can't quite find the lineup, but it's Boshikoopa's fail of recovery that keeps them out of that stage. A little too scared of the Explosive Flame. Sends them packing down to that 3rd and final stock. Can Jsmoove take this lead even further for Iona?
I mean, Iona is just doing a really good job right now of finding ways to continuously extend. And oh man, Jsmoove, ooh, good way to get out of Boshi Ding Dong, but
nice.
We will rock you. Sets up the combo.
This is a good showing. This is a strong start from Boshikoopa, keeping it low and lackluster. We would need a 2-stock win twice in a row from Jsmoove to make it 16 to 1, which would then make it essentially mathematically impossible. But as you've gotten them down to 1 stock, you keep it separated in this moment, and it's a strong moment. An immediate forward air. Explosive Flame doesn't scare him off this time. Boshikoopa has the spacing. Grab into probably down throw into forward air. Able to find it, and wow! Absolutely no DI. Jsmoove cleans it. 1-stock victory in game number 1.
Doing a real good job right now, just finding ways to extend and set up. Again, I think this is a very, very explosive matchup where Palu can exploit DK's inherent weakness, but if executing at perfect efficiency, one simple mistake, like we said, DK just needs 3 wins. That's it.
Yeah. 3 wins. That's it. That's all you need. And I'm torn here, Dux. DK is such a fun character to watch, but honestly, just not as good as he once was. I feel like a lot of the game changed. A lot of new characters were introduced. A lot of things DK can do. There is someone that can do it a little better, a little faster. He's definitely fallen to the wayside, and I'm glad Boshi's trying to play him, but as Jsmoove continues to dominate in this Palutena, you kept it close, but I cannot stress enough, close is not what it's about. It's about putting the win on the board, not keeping it close, because right now the score is not close. It is 11 to 1.
Yeah.
It is on the shoulders of Boshikoopa to try and change that.
Look, close doesn't really get you stocks in this mode. We really need people to find ways to capitalize and exploit their opponent. I think that's going to be the only avenue to success at this moment, but We
I believe it's a good old-fashioned run back.
Are we just running back to PS2?
I believe it is.
Okay, I think at this point you have to be pretty cautious, especially on how you're setting up around Palu, knowing that Jsmoove can put you in a position where he can just run you over.
Jsmoove definitely looking for that rundown now. 13% combo. The lock-on not able to find purchase. It's a patience game from Jsmoove all over again. The combo comes out early. 50% on board. 63 now from Boshikoopa. Immediately establishing the momentum of this matchup. Wants to make Jsmoove sweat a little bit. Doesn't want to play into their patience. Wants Jsmoove to have to play to the momentum that Boshi is ready to bring to the table. But the thing about DK, man, we see a couple characters like this. He cannot do anything to you if you are more than 5 feet away. And that's part of the reason I think he's struggling so badly against Palutena.
Oh, yeah. I think that's
She loves when you're more than 5 feet away.
I mean, you want to be at arm's length as Palutena, because the second he aggresses with a jump, you just cover with Nair forever. And this is one of the situations where I really do not want to be playing against DK in the corner, and uh-oh, we got thrown off stage. Can we make it back? Nope.
Nice try, but very well done from Boshi. They're able to stop the momentum, stop the bleeding just a little bit for Niagara. 93% does not have to be kill confirmed for Donkey Kong if he's able to keep this momentum moving. Looking for another early combo, making it 3-1 stocks could really set you up well for the possibility of a game 3.
Yeah, I really like that we see these kind of bread and butters coming out from both sides on the players, but Boshi has to find a way to get out of this corner situation and at least keep the extra credit rolling. We've talked about how every little neutral win counts, but right now, if Jsmoove is able to at least continue this pressure in the corner, I think this is where it does get a little hard for Boshi to succeed. But before I hand it off again to you, man, a lot of jumping off the ledge on the side of Boshi. That is a very dangerous game to play against Palutena.
Yeah, jumping off the ledge can absolutely be a kill confirm. I think you want to be playing center stage. Donkey Kong not notorious for his offstage gameplay in any definition of the word, so playing into that patience a little bit, playing center stage and forcing Palutena to approach you really benefit well. I love the grab, misses the up air though. I think that would have been the stock, and coulda, shoulda, woulda. Not going to work out well. Down air comes through, the forward air, able to find a little bit of security in the up air. Just seal it. One heck of a combo from Boshikoopa. Second stock, untouched right now. Feeling very likely they get to matchup number 3 unless Jsmoove completely out and overperforms.
Yeah, and I like what you're saying. It's like you have to overperform, but I think a better way to almost say that is play to your strengths in the matchup right now. Now you can see Jsmoove playing around, weaving in and out of the range of Boshikoopa, and this is good Palutena gameplay. This is what you need to do to find success against a DK.
Success against DK is absolutely the name of the game, and that is the story Jsmoove wants to bring to a close. 101 to 20%, but a full stock differential. Jsmoove needs to find this one without taking too much damage, and this might be it. Grabbing a down throw into short hop forward air is going to take the stock. We've seen that kill confirm. I think that's the 3rd time this set from Jsmoove, and they have tied us up in the entirety here, Ducks, even taking a percentage lead. I mean, they heard you, and they are coming through here in this moment, playing the fundamentals to its core and playing this matchup like they've noted for years.
Yeah, look, you have to stay out of the range of DK because, look, the second you get that grab, look, two grabs, 59%. And now you're able to equalize these percents. Look, it's like battle. It's a war of attrition against Boshi right now because a single hit can 2 hits up to 83 from 59. So this and oh boy, gotta find a way to get back to the stage if you're Boshi. Oh!
I was staring at a million timelines, and not one of them ended with Boshi hitting that down air. That is absurd that landed. Oh my goodness, that is... wow. Donkey Kong moments, perhaps.
The Trump into the just... Look, I don't know why this is what my friends and I have called it, but if you look at DK's foot during like a dare, it looks like a Muppet foot. Like
that's
the Muppets.
So real. Yes.
It looks like the Muppets, so like
hit him with the Muppet. Oh my goodness. That I'm amazed truly at how successful that was able to be. I did not think that was gonna hit, let alone spike, let alone win the set for Boshi. They take us to our third matchup of the evening. We saw Egan and Jsmoove go all the way to number 3. Jsmoove from Iona comes out on top, gave them the first lead they had. This is our second one. Currently Iona in a very large lead. They score 11-2. If Boshi wins this with a single stock, they make it 11-5. With 2 players left, that is absolutely an achievable distance.
Oh yeah, that is a very, very achievable distance to come back from. And I think one of the ways that we can see that comeback is go to FD. I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say shore up the gameplay on PS2, but never mind. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. You can't land if you're DK here.
Yeah, this is going to be a really fascinating situation where I think Boshi is absolutely going to struggle. We're seeing the struggles already. Breaks through a bit of super armor, 25% to 70. Boshikoopa tanking a lot of damage out the gate. Like you said, Ducks, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. You've got to look for these early kill confirms and these early stocks, or you are going to be taking chip damage the next 7 minutes and 32 seconds.
Man, that is... I'm going to be straight up. I am still shell-shocked from the FD pick.
That's so real.
It is, because you just don't expect it. This is something where they're doing a certain action, and right now, just trapping DK in the corner, I think this is a really tough position to be in if you are Boshi, because boom, now you get jumped, you're covered with the Palu Bear, Explosive Flame. How do you get back to the ground? And covered with another. A huge lead for Jsmoove. This could be a runaway train set.
Yeah, folks, if you ever needed an epitome example of make sure you are banning your opponent's best stage, here it is. This is going to be a huge problem. Palutena just dominating Donkey Kong, and or DK can't touch the ground, being comboed out. A full stock advantage right now, up to 80% on stock number 2. Jsmoove looking for the 80% speed run of this set.
I mean, holy smokes, man. Like, I'm looking at this, and I'm just trying to think, how do you find a way to get in neutral and
is there a way
at the poly? It's so hard to get back to the ground. It's so hard to establish tempo. And right now, Jsmoove is just running away with this, and this could blow open a massive lead for Iona, Seb.
Yeah, Jsmoove, I mean, taking momentum like they'd run it from home. This is just completely dominant on this matchup. And like you said, there is still possibility of a 3-stock, even a 2-stock now, puts them at 15 points on the board. 15 to 2 is a lot harder than 11 to, what was it, 7 or not 6?
Yeah.
Is that what it was? 113 now, 149. Oshi getting a little bit desperate. We can see the fundamentals falling a short bit, but it looks like it's going to work out well. The panic working well under pressure. Oshi finds that first stock, but at 150%, can Jsmoove just find the one hit they need to take this stock offline?
Oh man, just trying to find any way they can to get in right now. This is a lot. A little unfortunate, but still manageable, I think, is the best way to put it.
Agreed. I think there's absolutely still management around the corner here for this lineup, and Jsmoove making that management become less and less likely. Was that 7 successful hits in a row on Boshi, who just could not fall out of the way fast enough? A great example of how the heavies are always combo food. Or Boshi's basically been in one big combo this whole time.
I mean, it's not just the fact that you're, like, comboed forever, but what do you genuinely do to slow down the tide of this damage? I mean, honestly, like,
I do not know. Honest answer. I'm not sure what Donkey Kong can do here to do anything. This is one of Donkey Kong's worst matchups in the entire game.
It has to be, right? It has to be one of the worst matchups. But clutched up again. Congrats to Jsmoove. That is huge advantage.
That is a colossal advantage, a 13-point advantage. Now, to put that into perspective for those watching at home, the maximum amount of points a player can net is 8. That would then require these next 2 players to lose 2 stocks in total in their performances to take a victory here. It's going to be very difficult. They get the additional points for winning, so there is a world where this can be done, Ducks, but I'm